Africa has the potential to become the single most powerful continent in the world, but this can only happen if we learn to nurture the hidden talents inside Africa. My name is Samuel Onyango Mbogo, but on social media they know me as Womb Sam. I am a dance choreographer, and for several years I've been using my creativity to mentor upcoming dancers from simple basics to professional levels. But a few months back, I started writing articles on social media about the untold stories inside the dance industry. The process of searching for extraordinary talent has taken me to different parts of East Africa, but today I give you the story of one of the most innovative dancers I ever met in my path of life. This is the story of a team that started from scratch, but they managed to inspire a whole new generation of talented kids on the dance floor. These are not normal kids, but they are extraordinary humans who managed to capture the attention of East Africa. And through their excellence and consistency, I've managed to capture a bit of their history, but above all, I've also been able to interact with them, and it was always a blessing working with these dancers and watching them perfect their skills. That is why today I bring you the story of the Trojans dance crew from Kibera, Bombolulu. Every day when I move around East Africa, telling the stories of extraordinary humans, I always know deep within my heart that if I don't do this, then nobody will do it. Because here in Africa, everyone is busy building their own brand, telling their own stories. But I decided to go an extra mile by telling the story of other humans. I decided to tell the untold stories so that one day in future, when I'm no longer alive, the future generation of dancers can get to know the real stories from real legends of East Africa. The first time I ever met the Trojans dance crew was in a major dance competition where I had been invited as one of the guest judges because we were supposed to determine who wins the competition. So on this day, something happened na sitawahi sahau. So they had like 20 to 25 dance teams that were participating, and in the midst of all that, I noticed that hapo pali tulikuwa kwa judging panel, tulikuwa about 4 to 5 judges, and these dance teams ilikuwa Kibera huko place. There's a place in Kibera inaitwa Olympic. So one team after the other, you could predict their transitions. Their transitions were so predictable. Ulikuwa unaona team imeingia stage na the way vile wanafanya tu intro yao, unajua exactly after hiyo intro huyu ataruka hapa alafu huyu atafanya hivi, because most of the dance teams that walikuwa in that competition, ilikuwa competition in Kibera, and nakwambia the choreographies were so predictable, and I was a bit disappointed because I do a lot of research and most of the choreographies zilikuwa zimetolewa YouTube. So team inaingia wakifanya intro, unajua hii choreography nimeiona pahali kwa YouTube. Niliona nayo Quest Crew, ama niliona nayo Jabawakis, ama niliona nayo Le Twins. As in, it was just so predictable. So most of the dance teams wakiingia stage, nilikuwa tu hapo mimi niko na pen na kitabu. I'm looking at my, unajua tulikuwa like 3 or 4 judges. Ninaona judges wengine wamebambika na hizi dance teams. Nilikuwa tu nimekaa hapo, hata siandiki anything kwa kitabu, naangalia tu hizi dance teams. Niko so disappointed because najua hizi choreographies pali zimetoka. So timu ya kwanza ikaingia, si kuongea. Timu ya pili na wachia tu wa judges wengine waongee. The third team, the same thing. It went like that mpaka like the last team ikikuja kuperform. So I felt like niamke niende, ama I felt like I was wasting my time. I don't mean to be rude, but the reason why I'm saying that I felt like I was wasting my time ni because these were copy-pasted choreographies bana. Transitions, everything. Teams imecopy choreography. Yani mtu hata unajua ukiiba kitu, suibe kiasi alafu jijenge. But nakwambia zile teams, hiyo siku ma-crews zilikuwa zimeiba choreo yote. Unajua ilikuwa hizo days za ABDC inaendelea, nini inaendelea, YouTube nini. So I was just watching these dance teams na niko so frustrated. But when I was just about to give up on the whole thing, a small team ikaingia on stage. Hii team ilikuwa na maboys kawa 3 na msichana mmoja na choreographer wao. The rest walikuwa watoto. Choreographer tu ndiye alikuwa like adult. So walikuwa wamevaa all black, vest black na chini pia black. And then nikaona watu wamenyamaza tu. So kuangalia hapo, unajua every time a team gets on stage, as a judge unaangalia hapo chini and unajua the name of the team yenye imeingia stage. Nikaona hii team wanajiita Trojans. So I was waiting because nimeona all the teams kitu wamefanya. So I'm waiting to see hii team itafanya nini mpya. To my shock, the first thing that happened, one of the kids akafanya like 7 backflips. But okay, backflips ni vitu normal, but alifanya like 6 to 7 backflips continuously. And then aku lose balance, akasimama vipoa. So after that nilikuwa like okay, tumezoea kuona backflips. But the unique thing about this ni that hizo backflips zake zilikuwa coordinated with the beats za hiyo song walikuwa natumia. After that I thought like maybe this is the only trick they have in their bag of tricks. But immediately after those flips, choreographer wakasonga mbele. Then all these kids wakasonga karibu na choreographer. And then choreographer akawasukuma, akafanya nikana wasukuma away from him. And all these kids wakapiga pose kwa power moves. Like wali pose na some power moves. Wow! Ilikuwa crazy. Nilikuwa shocked. As in, all the teams that performed, sikuwa nimeona kitu kama hiyo siku. The choreographies ilikuwa fast and then inakuja inakuwa slow. Before song it change, there's like a power move that mtoto anafanya, because it was a team of kids. And everything happened so fast that by the time they were finishing their choreography, I noticed that nilikuwa nimesimama. I was up on my feet clapping. And nikiangalia hivi nyuma, the whole crowd ilikuwa imesimama, kila mtu ana scream. And that's the day I met the Trojans dance team. And I will never forget what they did on that day. So I just stood up, nikaenda on stage, and nilichukua microphone from the judges, nikaenda mpaka kwa stage, nikasema, this is what to expect whenever there's a competition. You have to take it to your opponents. Usibembeleze your opponents. This is what we expect in any major dance competition. This is how we take Africa forward. Hiyo ndio kitu niliambia crowd, and nakuambia that was even before the semi-finals of the competition. In my mind I had made up my decision that if any team will not outsmart ama outshine what these kids wamefanya, I was going to give the trophy to these kids. So as I waited for other teams to come on stage, nothing was ever brought on stage yenye ilikuwa like kitu hao watoto walikuwa wameleta on stage, because these kids walikuwa extraordinary. Ulikuwa unaona watu wamefanya stage, there was no any other team that ilikuwa inafanya kitu hao watoto walikuwa wamefanya on stage. And by the time ilikuwa inakuja kwa announce finals, the organizers wakaniita hapo mbele so that niseme ni team gani imeshinda. So I mentioned the number 3, nika mention first runners up, then I mentioned the winners, and definitely that's the day I met the Trojans crew for the first time in Kibera, and it's the first day I decided that ndio wameshinda the competition. And today I just want to salute them. Those kids wali capture my attention, and from that day I never stopped following our toy. I was with them everywhere that nilikuwa naenda. For several years, I've spent my life watching great dance teams in East Africa. But I personally believe that the Trojans crew is a perfect definition of legends, because these kids managed to capture the attention of the dance industry for a very long time. Their dance choreographer, known as B-Boy Melvo, managed to instill discipline and professionalism in the life of these kids. And through hard work, these amazing dancers were able to defeat some of the strongest dance teams twice their age from this side of Africa. Whenever these kids get on stage, it's always electric, and they always manage to get standing ovations in defining moments from different types of crowds. The Trojans crew is not just a team of kids, but these kids have always been extraordinary in everything that they do, because they are always able to send warning shots to all major dance teams in East Africa, and they are always ready to face any type of opponent through the spirit of bravery, because I've always believed that the Trojans crew is a team to reckon with. That's why I believe that every trophy that this team has ever won has always been a trophy that they truly deserved, because for several years they have remained consistent and fearless in everything that they do on the dance floor. As I finish, I just want to salute the Trojans dance crew. If you are a dancer wa Trojans dance crew, nataka ujue ninakuheshimu sana. And above all, I'd like to salute the choreographer of that team. Anaitwa on social media, anaitwa B-Boy Melvo. Melvo, you're a legend. Melvo, I want you to know that this country will never forget you, because you've played a very big part inside the dance industry. And right now, najua wewe ni musician. The choreographer of the Trojans dance crew is currently a musician. And that I think there's a song Ali released few weeks ago. And I'm so proud of this guy, because he never ceases to amaze people in this country. He's always creating new stuff. And Melvin, thank you so much for inventing the Trojans dance crew. Thank you so much for showing Africa that kids are supposed to be given the same chance that other dance teams are given, because the Trojans dance crew were able to create a path for people to believe that even kids can kill it on stage. And I want everyone to know that as a judge, if you're ever given the opportunity to be a judge in any major dance competition, whether it's a major dance competition or a small dance competition, as long as it's a place where you're scouting for talent, please always reward the right team. Don't give the trophy to teams that don't deserve your trophy, because when you reward teams that are not that good, it means that una promote mediocrity. When you don't reward talent, you are actually promoting mediocrity. We are going to have a nation of people who are not that good. Because I'm not saying that we are not supposed to promote all talents, but when it comes to giving trophies, always make sure that you give trophy to the people who deserve the trophy, not just a team that unajua, not just a team that imetoka mtaa yenyu, not just a team that imetoka from your dance company. Always give the trophy to the teams that deserve the trophy, because that's the only way we can inspire other teams to raise up to their level. It's the only way we can take Africa forward. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and let's always make sure that we promote creativity so that we can kill mediocrity.